Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward.
Spread to the right. Hullet. Shapes to shoot! This time, surely! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. He has found a way through. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Shevchenko in acres of space out wide. And that's definitely not his best. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Gerrard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Dani Olmo. Oh, that's a key interception. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Bale. Still goalless. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about. He's picked his way through. Silvestre, and he's whipped it across. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss. Well-timed, excellent interception. Cruyff. Now it's Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Belletti. Hullet. Real chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Bale. Now that looks a decent ball. Hullet.
That's good defensive concentration.
Oh, it's Dembele. That's a cute ball. That has ended up in no man's land. And the counter is on. Gerrard. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Now it's Shevchenko. Dani Olmo is onto this. Has to go back here. Big chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Al-Saad with the corner, there first. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Hullet. And that interception was Most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's played through for him. Pullet in the hunt and looking threatening. And it's Belletti. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Pullet. And it's Rijkaard. Tower somewhat off target. Gerrard. Short changes him with that pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Dani Olmo. No, that's been intercepted. That's a lovely, neat pass. Looking for options for movement. Gerrard. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Draw your attention to the screen.
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And we get things going again.
Kuching City clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Zielinski. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Zielinski finding himself in space. And the finish! And he's stuck it away! Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Knocks it into space. And this is Shevchenko. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's put paid to the danger. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Szoboszlai. It's a good run down the right. He whips in across. He's having a shot! Well taken goal. A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Al-Sadd are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Adriano really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Tries to play it through. Rummenigge. Shoots! Kuching City, perhaps contemplating their next change here. Dembele. Here's Zielinski. Piqué kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Great vision. And he's picked out the run. There's the shot! It's in! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Just one in it now.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Now it's Zielinski, and here's the chance to counter. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Lofted in.
Kuching City really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Zielinski. Great ball, and he's in. Takes a shot! And he hits the net! That was a given. It always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And yes, it's him again.
Substitution on the field, number 6, Danny Olmo. Coming on to replace him is number 17, Gibbs White.
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Al-Sadd go up by 2 and are looking good.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That for me.
Rummenigge! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Al-Sadd are looking to go forward now. Ah, he's given it away! Gibbs White. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Yamal, and it's Figo. Figo. Good ball, good take. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Mateus, chance here to counter. That has not gone well. Figo. Gerrard. Gibbs White, looking to pass their way up the pitch. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. He's on it, can he get away? Now it's Yamal. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Oh, that was vital. Gibbs White, looking to play him in.
Added minutes has been
He's
indicated.
shifting through the gears here. Tries to pass it through. And it's Michel Platini. Threads one in. Szoboszlai. Al-Saad clearly now in lead preservation mode. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The great team, the people's team, that is what Corinthians have come to be called over the years. And this, of course, is the ultimate sanctuary for those who only see black and white. We're up and running then.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities.
And the finish! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Corinthians. Oh no, this does not look good. Rummenigge! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Terrific effort! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Seedorf. Cristiano Ronaldo. Schneider has it out wide and in space. And he shoots! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
No, that's been intercepted. Oh, that's a key interception. Neymar. Gattuso.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's going to be disappointed with that. And he is dashing away. Yamal, and the shot! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And he's made sure that's not getting through. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now that looks a decent ball. Schneider. Bullet in the hunt and looking threatening. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, good spread. Platini. It's Belletti. Platini. Platini cuts out the pass. Gattuso. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Schneider. And here's Neymar. It's Neymar! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Belletti. Yamal might just make this. Schneider. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Schneider can see things others simply cannot. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. And this is Ronaldo. Good ball, good take. Gattuso, he's got away. He's having a shot! And he's there to belt it away. And he's being shifted off it. Half an hour played now. Little pass back. Gullit has created one goal already. Gattuso gets a foot in here. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Baresi pressing high and with purpose. Platini. Gattuso. Piqué gets over and intercepts. And it's Gullit. Gullit will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Gattuso. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now, can they get him away? Shapes to shoot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, and it's come back out to him. And that's a good finish. Corinthians are back in business. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Neymar, and he's in on goal. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Kuching City are looking to break at pace. And this is Ronaldo. This is a promising build-up. Cristiano, great chance! And he's done it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And we are up to the break.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 25.
Gets us going once more.
Kuching City can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Tries to play it through. It's a nicely shaped ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Cruyff. Seedorf. And the shot! Oh, good finish! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. Dave.
Bullet! And that is wildly off target.
Kuching City certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Seedorf. Spread it left. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that's been intercepted. It's run loose here. Kaká. That's going to go a long way.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, they could be caught out here. Baresi has been caught there, it's a foul. Oliveira. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Almost an hour gone. Seedorf. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Hazard has it in a wide position. Platini. And it's Vieira. Vieira charging forward, the ball at his feet. Corinthians appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yamal currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Chance! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
What a throw in.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 8. Sai para a entrada do jogador.
Now it's Cruyff.
Camisa 17. Teremos uma substituição.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to play him in. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Kaká. Good running, strong and purposeful. Kaká has got himself a free kick. Oh, he's taken it. Kaká. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Takes aim and crosses.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Knocks it into space.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's shifting through the gears here. And Cruyff! And he nearly went all the way.
Cruyff certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Senhoras e senhores, informamos que vocês podem ouvir a transmissão ao vivo da partida de hoje na Rádio FM.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he's there to belt it away. Dembele makes a move down the right. He's found a way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Vinicius Junior. And that has left him in a heap. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And reclaimed it in a trice. Nicely weighted ball. Looking for the run. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Here's a chance! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
And it's Michel Platini. That pass isn't the best. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Belletti. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Lovely. Shot at goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Still goalless at the moment. Rummenigge. Getting up there! He's scored! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Kuching City have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And a chance! Brilliant from Pele! A finish of true class! And they're threatening to fly away here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Kuching City are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Short changes him with that pass. Dembele. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Kuching City have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Vinicius Junior. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Pele. And he's picked out the run. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance, surely! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are purring, truly purring. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Kuching City find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Bale. Dembele. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. It's a searching pass. Xavi Alonso. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Dembele. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, important interception. That's an errant pass. And that was very necessary. Xavi Alonso. Gets a good foot in there. And that's another good win of the ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Lampard. And this is Eto'o. That is good alertness. Kuching City heading towards the half-time break. The win very much in their sails. Lampard threads one in. Vinicius Junior receives it in a wide position. That'll be a throw. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pele. Not the most accurate pass. Hakimi.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Nice interception, well timed. Lampard. Dembele. Oh, well measured. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Michel Platini. Tries to pass it through. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Kuching City absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves, just stay calm and see this one out.
Kuching City looking like the only team in this. They lead by 3. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go. Gareth Bale, hero for his club, for his country, almost single-handedly snatched European glory from the grasp of your former club, Jim.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me about that, but he did produce a genuine moment of absolute magic. There was nothing anyone could have done about that. His first goal that night has to be amongst the most memorable ever scored in any European final.
Oh, great save by Dida! Pull it. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Bale. And here's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Bale. He's got to be quick to recover this. And that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Defending of the desperate variety. He'll try from distance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Maldini probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Now it's Hullet. That has been cut short. Lahm.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Quality ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
And this is... And Hullet! Against the crossbar! And he's following up! And that was probably asking just too much.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cannavaro gets it away. Lens have the chance to go the other way. He's gone for goal. He's found a way through. And now the breakaway. Couldn't squeeze it through. Platini. Belletti. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Messi. And here's Bale. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get on the end of this? Nedved finding himself in space. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Bale. Messi. And he's cut it out. And he's there to get it away. Gattuso. Passing nice and neat. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Nedved. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now it's and a header! No, just not quite.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Bale. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. De Rossi. Now it's Bale. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And this is Messi. Messi! It's run loose. Oh, has another go! Goal! Lawns! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now. Kuching City truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And here's Messi. Threads one in. Great ball, and he's in here. Terrific effort. And there's a goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Certain, searing, and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Lens are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but
There will be
I'd say go and grab a third.
Bale. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He is through here. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. The second half is up and running.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Lens are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
Cannavaro. Cruyff. Belletti. Platini. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Bale. Bale puts the ball in. Cleared without hesitation. Messi. Now it's Bale. Now it's Hullet. And it's Messi. De Rossi. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, well measured. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
He's got away. That's good play. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's quick to return it. Ah, that's a fine interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Kuching City clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Platini. Belletti. He's picked his way through. That looks a good cross. Gattuso. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hullet looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. He has found the way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Messi. Now it's Bale. And it's Lam. And he's managed to get free. Lam. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. No, he refuses to take the bait. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lam calmly anticipates. He's found the way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, good effort! Cruyff is flagged offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Toure cuts out the pass.
Number 24. Johan Cruyff. Number 6.
Platini cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Number 20.
The pass is intercepted.
Number 8.
Ibrahimovic. That's going wide left. That's really well manoeuvred. There's the delivery. Schmeichel claims it. Safe hands. Van Dijk cuts it out.
Pele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Gattuso. Pele. Now it's Mbappe. Lens have it back and can go again. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, it's played into the area. That's a decent clearance. Oh, super ball. Look at the space. Big chance! And that's a sharp finish. And what a climax we have here. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Kuching City give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And that signals the end. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Kuching City just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Schmeichel totally focused today, as always, as he has been throughout the 499 appearances he's made up until this one.
Well, what an amazing career he's had, Peter, and I'm sure this won't be the last significant landmark he'll surpass. I think when it comes to consistency, this guy has set the levels.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's intervened well there. Ruben Dias knocks it into space. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Platini. Looking to play him in. He's through here. And this is Nakata. It's Nakata! Oh, what? And he's following up! And it's come back out to him.
Barcelona would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
This looks promising. Maldini with the clearance. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Xavi Alonso. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up. Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Van Nistelrooy is flagged offside. And he was quick to react. Tries to play it through. And it's Michel Platini. Xavi Alonso. Kuching City are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Quality ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Nakata. Nakata, this is promising. Great vision, and he's definitely onside. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, there's a probing ball. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vieira. Might be danger here. Can he finish? And that was probably asking just too much. Kuching City with the corner, there first. Soboslai can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, Red, nice interception. Cannavaro. And it's Maldini. Spread to the right. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Maldini is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
Barcelona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And it's Belletti. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Now it's Cruyff. To threat. Shot, surely! Off the post! And that should get the job done. Now he's got space here. And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Cruyff. Szoboszlai is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And here's the chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played back. Szoboszlai running with intent. Can he get on the end of this? Batistuta. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Look at the space here. Very nicely done.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that is the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 5 será sustituido por...
Down to business again. So the first half brought no goals. Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Xavi Alonso. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Szoboszlai.
Barcelona definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's there to get it away. Xabi Alonso. And it's Belletti. Brilliantly cut out. Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Threads one in. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Up towards the front line. Stood up well to him there. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's been intercepted. And here's Szoboszlai. That's an imaginative pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Cruyff. Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now that's well seen too.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Van Nistelrooy gets on his bike and on the move.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 18, Van Nistelrooy. El dorsal 21.
This is a promising build-up. Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye.
El dorsal 17.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified.
Neymar. Se va a llevar a cabo
Mateus.
un cambio de jugadores.
Chance to deliver. Beckenbauer is there, and he can get that clear. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Pullet proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now it's Haaland. And it's lofted through here. Piqué kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Michel Platini. They'll have one final crack at it. Thinks about the shot.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Neymar. It's a searching pass.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Haaland. Haaland! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Platini going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Foot in. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And that's going to be a booking. Rijkaard. And the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Beckenbauer gets it away.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Platini. It's Adriano! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Nearly, but not quite.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
So just one extra minute for stoppages. Looking for options for movement. Oh, well measured. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points. And it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Now it's Lampard. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And the counter is on. Can he get on the end of this? That looks a cracking ball. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Alisson. He's an excellent shot stopper, Peter, first and foremost, but he's just as good at creating chances as he is snuffing them out. He can spread the ball out quickly to both wings, whether it be with an accurate long pass or a quick throw, and that places him in the top order of the world's keepers.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Vieira. Rummenigge.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, he's all alone. Fallen! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Kuching City are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Piqué spots it and intercepts. Kuching City are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And the return pass. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. And it's Hullet. He's in a good position. And Hullet! That has been cut short. And here's Platini. Space for him to turn and look. And he whips it in. Baresi attempts a clearance. Kuching City. Vieira! And he hits the net. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Kuching City restore parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Now, oh, shooting chance! And again! He's got a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Piqué gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
And he was alert to it. And that was very necessary. Now it's Hullet. It's not an especially good pass, that. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vieira, he's onside. In it comes. Belletti. Kuching City looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Vieira. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He might be in, and a chance! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Kuching City go up by 2 and are looking good.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Shoots! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Vieira has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Rijkaard. Rummenigge. That's going wide left. Tries to pass it through. Rijkaard.
Habrá 2 minutos de
Lampard.
descuento.
Tries to play it through. Oh, delightful ball. Good read, needed to be.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Hullet. That's the end of the first 45.
Kuching City are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Kuching City claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. So we're off again. Vieira. And here's Hullet.
Hullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Mateus. Played into space. Forlan in acres of space out wide. Only partially clear.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Maldini, and he was quick to react. Nicely aimed pass. Cannavaro cuts it out. And here's Van Nistelrooy. And he welcomes it in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vieira, looking understandably energised after his goal. Rummenigge being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Out towards the flank. And he's been shifted off it. And that's gone loose. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Hullet. And it's Vieira. Forlan. Van Nistelrooy. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And now they can clear their lines. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Platini. Knocks it into space. O'Shea kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Hullet. Great vision. Forlan. Oh, that's fabulous. Cannavaro robs him of possession. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nice-looking ball. Mateus is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Hullet. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Barcelona can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Van Nistelrooy. And that has been cleared. Mateus. Rummenigge just eases him off the ball. Hullet closing in on. He's had a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Hullet clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
The
dorsal
two coaches
19,
are signalling changes here, both at the
el
same
dorsal
time.
9, Van Nistelrooy. El dorsal 10, Lampard. El dorsal 8, O'Shea. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11.
While facing up to his
Bale.
adversary, this
El
is
dorsal
a formidable
32,
matchup.
El dorsal 80.
Stood up well to him there.
El
Looking for the
dorsal
run.
5.
Well, played right into his path.
Cambio de jugadores.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Yamal. Now it's Platini. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He has a look up. Can he finish? Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So now the difference is 3. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Tries one from range. Oh, it's hit the post. Piqué can clear it away. That's a cute ball. And he welcomes it in. Schmeichel with the clearance. And they're back on the ball again. And here's Hullet. And it's Bale.
Bale really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Threads one in.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that is as far as it goes. Kuching City have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win.